Hi, Dave here. I'm back and I'm going to talk about the 1911 again today. I did finish up a lot of the work I wanted to do on it. There's a few more things I'm going to do, and let's go down here and have a look at what I have completed at this point. So I've got the 1911 down here. You can see that I have completely smoothed this out and I got the Dremel on it and buffered it. I gave it a nice smoothing with the high numbered grit sanding wheel, which allowed me to get a lot of that smoothed out and evened over. I was then able to smooth it out with a much smoother grit sandpaper by hand. And then I got the Dremel on it with the buffer wheel with a compound, which was really high grit. And I was able to get it very smoothed out. And it is shiny. Now, the shiny I'm not so concerned with. And I'm not one of those people that thinks that their handgun needs to be extremely shiny and all that. What I was going for is if it is shiny, then there's no little ridges in it. There's nothing to catch anything that will get my skin. It will be smooth, so when I go to fire it, the jarring of firing it won't cause it to dig into me in any point. Anything that my hand actually is going to be resting on my hand that's going to take the shock of firing it, I wanted to smooth it out and make sure that it wasn't going to catch me in any way, shape, or form. That way it would be more of a pleasant shooting experience as opposed to something that's going to rip into me and be very difficult to, maintain a caring for, a like for. If you notice, I haven't actually gone and broke it down. It still has a little bit of grit on it. I was able to wipe it down, but I do need to go in and get the grit out of the inside. You can see there's still some grit down in there where the hammer is. I hope this is as clear as it looks like on my camera, but I want to go in and I want to clear that out and make sure that it doesn't have any grit in it at all. And I also want to make sure it is smooth in there. Anything that is in there, like a grit or anything, or metal shavings or anything from the actual sanding or any of that, could possibly A, cause fouling, or B, get into places that you don't want it, such as the place where the firing pin rides. It could also cause this to become a much looser firearm over time, as anything in there will grind away at the surfaces and not allow them to be such a tight fit. Now, when I got this was an extremely tight fit. It was very difficult to manipulate. And over time, it has smoothed out. It did take some time of me racking the slide to get it smoothed out. So I don't want to affect that. It is a tight firearm. It doesn't have any shake to it at all. And it really does feel good when you're racking it. It actually has a very smooth movement. I don't want to affect any of that. So all I wanted to affect was the feel on my hand. But this was a quick update. I wanted to kind of touch back on this because I already worked on it and brought it to the camera. So I wanted to do a quick follow-up and make sure I touched on this. And then once I take it to the range, when things calm down, I will definitely bring another follow-up so you can see what's happening with it. But as of right now, I think this is as far as I'm going to take it. I'm going to clean it up, put it away, make sure it's oiled. And then once I fire it and make sure that this actually fixed the issue I was experiencing, then I'll go ahead and address the resurfacing and the finish on this. But as of right now, I think I'm pretty happy the way that it turned out. It is noticeably different. And at this point, I think I'm done with it. I'm just going to do some little touch up and clean up, and after that, I'm going to put it away, and we'll take it firing as soon as we have the opportunity. This isn't in my normal routine of self-defense firearms, But if it is cleaned up the way I'm hoping, it might make its way in there because of the accuracy of it and the carryability of it. What do you think? Are you a huge fan of 45s? Are you not? Why don't you like them? Go ahead and leave me a comment. Like, share, subscribe, and check out my wife and mine channel, Jen and Dave. We stream on Twitch every Friday night, some nights on Tuesday night. Go ahead and check us out on Twitch. And this is Dave. We'll see you again next time.